My question was, since MIBC is also a business club, like international business and marketing, uh, does it have any? What is the relationship with other clubs that also deals with a lot of business ideas and business activities? Is it a healthy one? Like, what would you describe the relationship of this club with all the other clubs that exists?
So the one thing that is usually common with business clubs is that business competitions. It's always there, like for finance club, for
Mm-hmm.
yes, or any other business clubs. So
Exactly.
business competitions related. It's like the idea itself, what we strive to do. Maybe we have a common interest, like for a certain company, we would bring a certain company. We would like for a sponsor for our event, and we would take a lot of like when the competition starts, people who are competing in the competition, they would see the things that would interest them. For instance, many companies actually provide benefits in the competition itself, such as the finalists would get an opportunity, an internship opportunity, and
Mm-hmm.
then like the prize money itself, the recognition. So the sharing of ideas, like you will notice that you will have a lot of different cases from different business cases that deals with real life problems. Like north south, the one thing I'll say in many universities, you'll see that you'll learn about the technical side, how it's done. Like for a certain subject, let's say marketing, like marketing 202, you'll see the you'll know about the 7 Ps, about advertising, about
Hmm.
product, all these things. But in most cases, you won't know how to apply these things. So business competitions say you will know how to crack a case, and you'll know how to give solutions to real life problems. So this is one common interest, let's say. Other common interests, I would say, bringing in people who are already in the corporate sector, such as bringing in top level management people from Robi to discuss about their experiences in the management world. Or if in most cases we try to bring in people who are NSC alumnus, so they can actually share their experiences when they were in as students in North South, and we usually hold these sessions with our members as well as students from North South, so they'll get to know how it was like for them to transition from north south to the corporate world, because this is something that we are not actually taught, but we actually have to learn ourselves. So that's actually a really big issue that we actually share, this common interest that we share among the business clubs. So yeah, those are the two things I would say.
All
All
right.
right.
And since Sadhav Bhaiya is back, so Sadhav Bhaiya, like we were stuck on the question of your experience with the
Hi,
marketing clubs.
sorry, because I'm in my hometown and we do not have the best electrical connections in
No,
our
no
city.
worries, no worries.
It's
No
So yeah.
worries.
completely fine.
It's understandable.
So what was the question again? I guess the question made the electricity go away. I guess.
I mean, okay, your camera also went off with that question.
I,
The question
I guess.
was that, acha, I
Yeah.
think Sadhav
Yeah.
Bhaiya,
Sorry for the technical glitches.
yeah,
It's
yeah, it's okay.
completely all right.
But the question was your experience with the marketing club, and do you miss the club as a whole, or any memories that you would like to share for the ones who are watching right now?
Okay. So I guess. Um, well, I guess the events that we used to hold, those were quite fun. ওই events গুলো যখন আমরা organize করতাম, um, they were fun. So I guess I miss organizing events in a big scale. Fully MIBC te we can do it. So yeah.
Acha, before we move ahead, I think there is a very interesting question. This has been asked by Abid Bhaiya, Abid Hussain, the president of Yes. So Abid Bhaiya has asked a question that this time around things are quite different. Sponsors won't roll out a lot of funds anymore. There will be a lot of restrictions. What do you think is the way forward for business club and other student-run organizations? So I think it's a very good question. Jay, when you are, let's say, about to arrange an event in the future, we know sponsors are very important. But like most businesses are going through a troubled time, do you think sponsorship would be that easy for MIBC and the future events? I think Mahatab sir can like fit in this answer as well. Sorry if you would like to say a few things.
Uh, yes, absolutely. That I think any change, as Sajid was saying, that changes are important for anything, and uh, I think this change in the short run might not help us a lot and put a lot of challenges, but at the same time, I think this gives us a lot of opportunities as well. Uh, for example, now we can do a lot of things online that initially or previously we didn't think about, right? So a lot of things that we used to bring to the campus, even for example, let's say uh, a speaker might not have a lot of time that to come to the campus, arrange, attend a seminar exactly on that time. It takes half a day of that person as well. But now if you're approaching someone that, well, you just have to spend 1 hour wherever you are, just getting online and be there. So it's actually becoming easier. Even on that time, for example, students have classes and this and that, and now we can hold session at times that everyone can attend. And this is actually an opportunity. As Sadaf was also saying, that we are associating ourselves, partnering with a software company as well, so that we can become more digitalized. Right. So that's one aspect that even, for example, let's say if you want to have participants from foreign countries in a competition, previously it was very difficult, right, to think about getting this. But now I think it would be comparatively a bit easier. So it gives us a lot of new scope as well, right? One thing I think would be very challenging is to keep that association among members, because everyone is at their home. You don't have that interaction. I think missing that club room experience, I think that's the one that they are going to miss. And when they're arranging things, you don't feel that level of personalization and association with the club, that when you are physically present and when you have that, I think that's significantly different. And of course, having in terms of sponsors, it would be difficult, but if we are holding certain events and uh, activities online, we might need less money as well. So I think that's one aspect of it, right? So I think I'll leave the floor to Sadaf and Sajid to add more.
Yeah, and also Sajid bhai and Sadaf bhai, you could also like tell us about the 2-year partnership that you recently had with the software company, and also talk about a bit about the sponsors as well, because I think that's also an important partnership from the club's perspective that you guys recently have. So Sajid bhai, Sadaf bhai, any of you guys, if you can like start.
So regarding sponsors, I think the main thing the sponsors actually usually look for are, let's say, two things. First of all, they might have a problem in their organization, so they'd be looking for ideas, for solutions from the younger generation, because ideas may actually change. Like the ideas that are coming from the people from the organization may differ from the ideas that the university students are actually giving. So that's one thing that they actually look for. And the other thing that they actually look for is recognition. So let's say a title sponsor or a co-sponsor. One of the main reasons they want to be those type of sponsors is because of recognition. They want their name to be at the center of North South, and not only in North South, but all around the country. So these two things, I'll say the second part, the first thing about receiving solutions for the problems, this hasn't changed much, because you can actually receive the solutions online as well. But the latter part about the recognition, it's a bit difficult because everything is now online. I'll say that everyone is actually now online, because the communication, the transactions that we do every day, it's like everything is online now. So would the idea of recognition has actually changed from the physical aspect to the online aspect. So that those two issues are actually what is actually, I guess, an obstacle for us to receive to actually bring in sponsors. I was taking part in two different competitions when before the lockdown started, and it's still on hold. Like it was, the second round was supposed to be in March, and it's still on pause. I haven't received any word when they will actually continue or not. However, a week ago, have seen that East West University. I'm taking part in this competition, Briefcase. I think Briefcase 2.0. I think it's the name.
Hmm.
Briefcase.
I'm gonna take part in that, and I've seen that they have one single sponsor. So I would actually like to know how they actually got that sponsor in these times. So that's actually a very trivial thing. Yeah.
NSU talks.